All right, you all. Come in, come in, come in. Hit that like, hit that share button. You know, I have to have the big perk up. I know it is pumping for XRP. I know it's pumping for XRP today as well. Last I checked, XRP is at $2.70, and XRP and Solana ETFs, right? Could drop 14 billion in capital according to JP Morgan. I post on my YouTube to don't sleep on Solana, right? My prediction, prophecy, whatever you want to call it. I think we definitely can see a 800, 1,000 Solana XRP, $2.80. Let me share that to you. Let me share that with you, right? XRP gains as you all come in. Come in, come in, come in. Hit that like, hit that share button. We got a great live stream tonight. I need all thinking people. And we got Casper doing his thing. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and how it moves with the full moon. We see Bitcoin in green as well. Bitcoin moves the entire market. When Bitcoin moves, everything else moves with it. So we got XR to the P. Anybody have your Casper bags? I got some Casper bags as well. Got your Casper bags in. Bitcoin is also the future, as well as, you know what it is. What's the Revelation 13 and 17 crypto? We know what the fiat currency dollar was, right? No man can buy or sell without the 666. We're really going to break down 666. We're going to break down exactly what is the mark of the beast, because we know that on the sixth day, that man was created at the same time as the beast. So is the mark of the beast really a bad thing, right? Is it really a bad thing? We know that in First Kings chapter 10 and 4, King Solomon accepted 666 talents of gold, right? 666 talents of gold. So come on in, and I have something else to share with you, that not just XRP pumping, not just Casper pumping, not just Bitcoin pumping with the full moon and why Bitcoin is the future. Not just, this is a great live stream, right? Not just the Revelation 13 and 17 that no man can buy or sell. What crypto that would be? No, 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 no. I gotta have this intro as you all coming in. Hit that like, hit that share button. Also, I want to give a shout out. To my YouTube family. I upload the video, the video, and on the Simpsons decoding of cryptos, and I uploaded that video. And you all have some great comments. I think we're at 16,000 views the last I checked. I'm trying to adjust my chair. The last I checked on that, great comments of decoding the Simpsons, right? Of decoding the Simpsons. So this is jam packed. But we got 26 games today. Peace and shalom to you. I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. Is it Yazid? Is it Yazid? Tell me what part of the world you are tuning in from. But you know the one, the big X, the plug, the biggest, and the baddest. Though we gotta do that intro. We gotta do this intro. You know I had to show you that with Big X the plug, Big X the plug with the purple on. And we know the biggest, the largest is the X, the P to the R, the XPR. I'm gonna pull that up for you. Last I checked, XPR had 26 gains today. You all, I love XPR for a lot of reasons. A lot of reasons other than the Simpsons. It's all over the Simpsons crypto episode that aired in 1997 that gives us the blueprint. Tuning in from Los Angeles. Hope you are not affected at all by those storms that's coming in. I hope you are good, as well as you and your family. My prayers and thoughts is with all Californians right now, right? DJ Underground 73, hello to you. Hello to you, family. You know, I had to do that Shador Sanders, you know, wrist flip when that big X the pun comes on and shows us the biggest, the largest in the perp. Let me I'm gonna put it up later on in market cap, coin market cap, and show you all those gains with XPR. Now let's get into this. SEC, um, SEC, and you all bear with me on this live stream for some reason. For some reason, my internet is slow. It is slow. So bear with me. I have to get that checked and see because I have the highest speed available and does not supposed to operate this slow. However, SEC refusal to postpone the appeal date. The SEC's refusal to postpone the appeal date is going on, so we will cover this first. Ripple executive lash out at the SEC because of this. They refused to um, delay that appeal date. And U.S. Security SEC changed hands on January the 20th, right? We know that Gary Gensler will be out. Gary Gensler will be out. And regulatory appeared to be moving forward with its current lineup of enforcement. January 14th X post, Ripple chief legal officer said SEC will be postponing its filing of a brief as part of the commission's appeal of a judgment against the blockchain firm. Ripple may be liable for $125 million as part of the SEC's case, alleging the firm used XRP, as unregistered security to raise funds. What of time and taxpayer dollars. Nevertheless, we are confident in our position on the appeal. So, SEC is pursuing this, going on with this further delaying, but hey, that still has not stopped XRP gains today. Also, Casper, that layer 2 that may be on Bitcoin is pumping as well. So let's get into this, right? Let's get into this Bitcoin. And I had conversations with you all that we had the wolf moon, and we will talk about how Bitcoin moves with the moon, whether it's a full moon or let me look at these notes because got so much going on. Yeah, new moon we see, or a full moon we see bullish energy, right? I know some people say new moon, but full moon we see the very bullish energy. So we had a what's called the wolf moon, either 5 days before, 5 days after, right? And sometimes the new moon, and then when we see the reversal, so Bitcoin moves with the moon, moves with the lunar energy. Now, we know biblically the Bible talks about that there was a darker day to rule, a lighter, a darker light to rule the night. However, it never said that the sun and moon were created to provide light. No, what did they say? What did it say? That the sun and the moon are to give us signs and wonders, right? Sun and moon biblically is to give us signs and wonders. So either 5 days before, 5 days after, we see that Bitcoin always responds to the moon movement. Now we had the wolf moon, January the 13th, and when the wolf moon started, Bitcoin was in the red, and now we see it at $97,000. So $6,000 gain with that. Now, also reference scripture. Let's go. Let me show you our Second Kings. Second Kings. Also, J.P. Morgan, right? The founder of J.P. Morgan and Chase was a wealthy businessman, and he used astrologers to help guide, right? Sun and the moon, or for signs and wonders, help guide his investments. He said, millionaires don't use astrology, but billionaires do, right? He said, millionaires do not use astrology, but billionaires do. So we're going to 2 Kings chapter 4. 2 Kings chapter 4. Elisha raises the Shunammite woman's son, and it says, when the child had grown, he went out one day to his father among the reapers, right? Reap means you harvest some things. And he said, "Oh, my head, my head." The father said to his servant, "Carry him to his mother." Sounds like he may had a tumor or something, or maybe what type of stroke that is, hemorrhagic stroke. And when they had lifted him and brought him to his mother, the child sat on her lap until noon, and then he died. He went up and laid in the bed of the man of God and shut the door behind him. And she went up and laid in the bed of the man of God and shut the door behind him and went out. Then she called out to her husband and said, "Go send me one of the servants and one of the donkeys," right? There were their ways of transportation, "that I may quickly go to the man of God and come back again." And he said, "Why would you go to him today? Because it is neither the new moon, or the Sabbath, or the Sabbath." There's only certain religions and traditional holidays that could be celebrated, right, and celebratory on the new moon and the Sabbath. So I just want to bring that out. The full moon with Bitcoin has provided bullish energy. And again, J.P. Morgan, the founder of J.P. Morgan and Chase, said millionaires do not use astrology, but billionaires do. Someone says, "Excuse me, Queen." Well, thank you. How kind of you. What's the best avenue to purchase XRP? In my opinion, the easiest way or avenue is Coinbase Wallet. Coinbase Wallet. So let's look at Big X, the plug. I mean, did you say XRP or XPR? I'm sorry. Sometimes, that I just look. Let's see. XPR. Okay, good. Let's look at the perp, right? It's showing just 1.6% down. It was in the green last I looked at point. So listen, last 24 hours up 29.65%, right? Up 29.65%. And give me a second. Yes, I mean XPR. Thank you. So listen, let's say that you have $25,000, right? Let's say you have $25,000 and you got into XRP right now, $2,500. You may get out of there like 1,000 XRP. $2,500 will roughly give you 1,000,000, and then at $2,500, 1,000 XRP will have to reach $1,000, right? $1,000 in order for you to be a millionaire. To just saying you're getting in today, $2.07. $2,500 will give you 1,000,000 XPR, and it only has to reach $1. And XPR is a Simpsons cryptocurrency, right? Um, okay. Uh, 1,000,000 of XPR. If it reaches $1, you're a millionaire, right? You are a millionaire. And XPR, the real world integrations, again, connecting with banks. I mean, not banks, but credit unions, payment rails, a featured crypto on The Simpsons, right? The 1997 crypto episode. So you have real world integrations, proof of stake blockchain, SPR, easily secured tokens, NFT, exchanging, lending markets, and much, much more. Open source, and also Metallic is blockchain, which is accepting payment through the XPR, and also the tokenization of assets, is the only one that's on the FedNow website, right? Atomic assets, right? Assets. And you know what else that I really like and love about XPR as well? It has gaming as well as tokenizing assets, and NFT, a big gaming market as well. So $2,500, 1,000 XRP, roughly, $1,000 have to reach to make you a millionaire. $2,500 in here gets you 1,000,000 tokens and only has to reach $1. Worst case scenario is, look at the supported networks, is that it reached 50 cents, right? That's half a meal. Supported networks, all the big dogs, Hedera, Hashgraph, Metal Blockchain, um, Bitcoin, of course, the biggest, the baddest, XPR Network, EOS, and Dogecoin, Department of Government Efficiency, the Global Transaction Technology, XRP, all of the supported networks that are on here. Now, big thing. Oh, yeah, 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 yes, 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 yes. I cannot forget Ethereum. And again, Metallic is blockchain, only one. Let me show you this. The bridge currency as well on ramp. That's on FedNow website. More things. This is Big X the plug. Big X the plug, right? All of these, Metal Dow, Metal Blockchain. I do have some Metal Dow right now. There's not enough liquidity in Metal Blockchain to purchase that Metal Blockchain. Zenfin, XDC Network, Paxos, Litecoin, just PayPal, Lunar. I need to look into that Lunar Crush with the purple. Stellar, XLM, Dogecoin, ADA. I mean, just, that's the bridge, the swap. And again, we identified that this is on The Simpsons, mentioned many, many times. Now, let me make sure I don't get too many things. Let me show you this Metal Blockchain. XPR is that layer 1 on the Metal Blockchain. And here we have Federal Reserve. FedNow will connect Metal Blockchain. The integration will allow users to convert cash to stablecoin for use in DeFi projects. The biggest, the baddest. Yeah, and listen, look at the 11 The Federal Reserve forthcoming instant payment service FedNow will be connected to Metal blockchain, according to a May 11th announcement from the Metal blockchain team. This announcement said the integration would allow Metal users to convert funds to stable coins and back again to the FedNow services. Big pun, right? Um, always, and then this is live. Also, let me share this reference quote so you all can see this. Well, thank you, Red Star. What some love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the super chat. Let me see your question. I don't get that tax-free donation often on this channel. It is appreciated to be appreciated. Thank you so much. Was it you who said XRP could reach equal the same as an ounce of gold? I apologize. No, you're fine. This is live. This is how live goes. Do you see XDC listings coming? Now, let me know what you mean by XDC listings coming. Do I see XDC listings coming on the major exchanges? Because XDC is on uphold right now. Right? XRP reaching equal, right, or the same amount of gold. That's that quote I want to share with you all. JP Morgan. Anyone can be a millionaire, but to become a billionaire, you need an astrologer. So we're gonna get back to Bitcoin moving with the moon phases. Same or equal ounce of gold. I think it will take some time for XRP to reach that. Definitely, I think we're not going to just see 1,000 or immediately, because XRP and Ripple even tell you this, and I often try to explain to people the difference between Ripple and XRP, because people think they are synonymous, they think they are the same, and they're not. I always use this example or this analogy, right? Apple have both institutional and individual investors. Apple. Now, Apple stocks that's available for individual investors in the crypto world, we call retail investors like you and I, is like $200 a stock. But the institutional investors, the private stock that you can only get if you're accredited investor through Ripple, is way more than just $200. Now, I'm good. If XRP, the product, right, reaches $200. I'm fine with that. I will be elated. But I tell people to really, and this is all I'm saying, really pay attention. Listen very, very closely. When you listen to these videos, they are often saying Ripple, and people think that's XRP. And it's not. Ripple is the private company. Like right here, you see the collaboration with Chainlink that clearly says Ripple. And so you have coins, however, that's on the XRPL ledger that I believe, not XRP, the technology itself, because XRP is not designed to handle all the world's payments. It's positioned to be like a hub or a backbone for international transactions. What makes XPR so powerful, and I said this over and over again, is the liquidity pool that only that token can do. And what I mean is that you can liquidate tokenized assets, stocks, bond, real estate, commercial real estate. Right now, you would need a broker to do that, but this takes out the broker, and they can do this globally, taking out the middleman, and you can liquidate that asset. So it focuses on liquidity, right? Called on-demand liquidity, instantaneously, and you're saving so much money by not needing a broker, by cutting out the middleman. And so XRP is designed to facilitate global transactions. It will not be the world's reserve currency. And even in the Ripple interview, they said, Charles Larson, they said that hey, we aimed out for that, but we changed to want to be the global transaction to solve problems like last minute mail delivery and liquidity concentration and things like that in the financial system. So, central banks, digital currency, other digital assets improve global liquidity, but it's not going to replace the world's currency directly. Now, Ripple, just Ripple, right? And I'm thinking about if you all watch In Living Color, and I don't even know if I can pull it up on Facebook, but he asked about the Ripple and Fred Sanford, and even on the Simpsons they have a cartoon Fred Sanford is saying Ripple is your daddy and things like that. Ripple. But if everyday people can't get a because you're not accredited investor to Ripple stock, I think during at least this year, because all banks have to be ISO compliant, and that's the messaging system. And because of the ODL and on-demand liquidity, I do see, or maybe I see a $8 to $10, maybe even $13 XRP this year. And honestly, if it does that, I am grateful because I got in under 50 cents. Now, with that being said, again, the SEC will not lift the appeal, but I know by November 2025, something is going to break through. November is November, the ninth month. That which is hidden has to be revealed, and our banking system has to be on that, unless something happens and they, kick the can down the road again. Thank you so much, YouTube. I love Facebook, but YouTube, I love you all. Thank you so much. It feels good to be appreciated. Everybody's human. Everybody have their days, but I'm here to help you all get not just financially rich, but also spiritually rich and mentally rich as well. Now, let me. So thank you for the tax-free donation. Let me get to Bitcoin and the full moon, and guess what? Then we're going to get into which one of these cryptos, which one is going to be the Revelation 13 to 666, the world currency, since we know XRP is going to be that transactional global currency. Someone says, I believe Ripple will become a bank. You never know. It's so much I can talk about Ripple. And you know what? If time permit, let me get through this. Let's go back to Ripple. I'm going to show you all this video that I uploaded, and thank you for my subscribers as well. You all, and I say we because I cannot do this without you all, are at 38,817 subscribers. Just on January the 11th, it was at 38,000 and exactly 111. It's I uploaded. I took that screenshot. 8 + 3 is 11. So that was what 5 ones on 111 of this year. So thank you all so much for your support, your love, your digital love, and supporting, because it takes a whole lot of hours and days of research, especially when you're doing a 2-hour live stream, and it takes a whole lot of research and time just to come and give you things in a short amount of time and putting the pieces of the puzzle together. So if you all want to stick around long enough, we can talk about Ripple. That's no problem. 2 days ago, my XPR had a price glitch. Wait a minute. Are you talking about XPR or XRP? Of 8 cents. Not sure if it was glimpse of the future price action, but I told you what Big X said it was with his purple on. He says the biggest, the largest. DMX with his purple on said, how's this going down? Wow. XPR. Uh, isn't that something? And then Mark Zuckerberg to replace 72, listen y'all, billion cash with Bitcoin to combat inflation. We're like a tennis court. We're gonna bounce and bounce and bounce around, but it's all gonna come together. So if you're ADD and ADHD, you'll love my channel. I'm probably ADD as well. So Mark Zuckerberg to replace 72 billion cash with Bitcoin to combat inflation. Wow. Wow. Now, why would Mark Zuckerberg with the little perp in the background, why would he do that? Well, um, because the dollar inflates about 10% a year and the value of cash decrease, right? So digital Bitcoin has all the digital properties of physical gold, right? Satoshi, for example, is an air of mystery in the crypto world. So God that creates the physical gold is an air of mystery in the spiritual world that creates physical gold, right? Now, I'm not gonna get into. I have a great. I don't know if you all remember at the end of the Simpsons episode where it talks about LeBron James and heavy reliance on technology. I could really break that down, but Bitcoin, it is a deflationary asset, meaning that at some point there will be no more tokens made. There will be, it decreases, which causes its USD price evaluation or dollar amount that it looks at to increase. Many people say, now, this is my plan. I'm not giving you financial advice. This is my plan. Well, look, we're gonna take that glitch as we're just gonna say, hey, this is just a future. Next time, if you can take a screenshot of that, if you see that glitch again, save it, take a screenshot, share it to me, show it to me. We're gonna put that on the vision board that we're going to see 8 cents, XPR, and hopefully, right, um, hopefully a dollar, hopefully 50 cents. Like I said, $2,500 will get you roughly a million. So if it reaches 50 cent, you got $500,000, right? If it reaches a dollar, you're a millionaire. You're a millionaire for $2,500 of XPR. And again, it's metal blockchain is with the FedNow payments, and then we also have the credit unions that's coming in, and it's a Simpsons 1997 coin as well. Now, Bitcoin, told you we're gonna be going back and forth. Many say, well, Queen, it's a beta test coin, right? Beta test means 133. And what does Psalm 133 says? Oh, how sweet it is for men to dwell together in unity. We also see the 7 here and see the 11. 7 plus 4 is 11. The 711 in beta test coin as well. 191 equals 11. And so Deuteronomy 1 and 11, may the Lord thy God, the God of our ancestors, bless you and increase you 1,000 times more. We see the BTC, it equals up to the number 7, which is a divine transition. On the 7th day, Jesus rest. That word rest means to reset. We are resetting our currency system. Resetting our currency system. And just like in Genesis, it says, in the beginning, God created. Well, we transition. I don't know what was before the world, before Genesis, but something was, because that was just the beginning of this new world that he created. God created the heavens and the earth, right? So that 7th day ignited a divine transition as we are transitioning out of old fiat paper currency into new digital currency. And then we have Bitcoin gematria. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 is as a woman carries a infant or a fetus in her womb for 9 months and birthed it at maturation to be an infant, that which is hidden in darkness in the womb and in the water will be revealed. So we see all of the 999 codes, that once the physical dollars out, we're going to see the revelation of the revealing of the. So my plan is my altcoins profits. Some of that will go into Bitcoin for long-term store of wealth, digital gold, and then other would be in real estate. XPR can be bought on Coinbase wallet. Coin market cap will show you. Okay. He said, thank you. I'm not ADHD, but DCA, all year long dollar cost average. I got you. I got you. I got you. So let's get to XRP. Is eating Bitcoin's lunch. Hey, honestly, they're not. They're not even in the same lunch bag. That's like comparing Bitcoin and XRP is like comparing apples and oranges. I've said that many times. Bitcoin is created to be a digital store of wealth. It's compared. If you really want to make a comparison, compare XRP to Quant, because both of those are bankers' coins for technology. Compare XRP to Quant. That's a bigger comparison. I believe that we're going to see a $10,000 Quant one day. I really do. We know Quant all-time high already has excelled past $400 during the last bull run. And it's patented technology. It's the banker's technology. It's going to collaborate with the quantum financial system. So when you look at bankers' technology for cross-border payments, the real comparison is XRP and Quant, because Bitcoin purpose is totally different. It's a digital store of wealth, and it's not meant to be for everyday transaction. That's not its purpose, right? It's not meant even for cross-border technology. Again, Bitcoin is like physical gold, but it's tokenized on the network. All right. So, but I know for some reason, XRP and Bitcoin is like the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. But hey, Mark Zuckerberg is putting $72 billion cash in Bitcoin. BlackRock, the largest asset investing firm, is putting millions and billions. So if these billionaires are putting their money in it, then hey. Now let's get back to XPR real quick. I follow what millionaires and billionaires do. Right? Once you do what they do, you get what they get. Look at this. This is on eBay. The XPR Royal Purple with the XXXXXXX. The performance oil that outperform. This right here is $360 for a 5-gallon. This is why you saw the high performance vehicles on the Simpsons, the motorcycles, the jet skis, all of that connected with XPR. I mean, if you all want to stay on, I have about 20 more minutes that I can allocate to just XPR and decoding the Simpsons. If you want to do that, put XPR, right? Put that in the comment section. I'll see how many comments I got. Now, let's break this down. I told you all that we were going to look at which cryptocurrency is the Revelation 13 cryptocurrency that no man can buy or sell without this crypto. We know that it used to be the US dollar with the all CNI, the 13. Let's break that down. Let me put it up again because I might have some new people in here. So the United States dollar gives you the code. It shows you what to look for as far as what will be the world reserve currency. Now, it has a phoenix on the back, although the United States bird is an eagle, and one of my followers told me on one of my live streams that It used to be the Phoenix, and then they changed the Phoenix to the Eagle. All right, I see how many XPR? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 4 more XPR, and I decode it in the Simpsons. I need 4 more people to comment XPR. So this is the all seeing eye, very similar to that triangle for representation for Ripple XRP. Annuit Conceptus, right? That's Latin, so you must know Latin. I cannot pronounce this, but this is New World Order under the pyramid, which is 13 letters as well. These are 13 steps, levels on this pyramid leading up. We got 13 stars above the Phoenix here, 13 stars, 13 stripes across the shield, 13 arrows in his claw, 13 feather or branch right here with leaves, with leaves on it, and 13 feathers. And it says of the United States at the bottom, right? So all of the 13s, that's showing on, and the one with 4 ones that's showing on the US dollar. So now I told you all, let's see how many XPR we got. How many? 1. Meme coin. Ooh. Meme coin. 2. Teach. Oh, thank you. I love that when you say teach. I be ready to teach. That makes me want to preach. The all-time high on XPR was 5 cents. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10 exactly. All right. More XPR at the end of this after I show you. You more excited about XPR than the world? What's going to be the Revelation 13 and 19? The world reserves currency. So now we have to break down. Okay, I showed you all the 13s on the back of the number 1 United States dollar. So let's look at this. Let's break it down. And all of the X from XPR has a 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. Okay. And then it has the reverse, which is 23, reduction 14. But the ordinal 8 plus 5 is 13 and the 22. Right? We know that's going to be a part of ISO 22 tokens. Messaging system. XRP is going to be the same. 22 ISO 22 messaging system, 58, 13 reverse. It's going to be the same at XPR. So then we have XLM. With the reduction showing 13. And then the 49 is in San Francisco 49ers. They're already out the Super Bowl. It's 13 as well. I think they're out. Or did they make? Yeah, they are. They didn't make the playoffs. Then we have the reverse 32 and the 14. And then we have XDC. The 3133 I showed you all. XDC is the 3133 on the Simpsons episode 3133. That's how we identified that this equals to the X that's on the flippers, the Zenfin. We connected that, right? So we know the X is on the flippers is Zenfin. We were going back and forth if that was XRP or Zenfin. So that answered the code with that because it's season 31, episode 13. So with all of them equaling to 13, I did the process of elimination. I said, well, we already know, Ripple has already told us that they're not aiming to be a world reserve currency. So it's not XRP. We know that. They've already said we are going to be the global transactional. That was our aim at first, but we saw that there was a better market to work with the banks and offer our technology for on-demand liquidity and be the global cross-border transactional technology token, right? So we can just do process elimination with XRP. Now, XPR is on the Simpsons all the time. Retail investors will use XPR. So they give us maybe XPR. XDC, We know the main thing with XDC is that it is for trade. So not necessarily buying and selling according to Revelation, right? Not necessarily buying and selling. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. My gematria is so cool. Thank you so much. Because I even tie it to the Bible. And sometimes people tell me, well, you shouldn't do astrology and gematria and tie it to the Bible. Well, it's a whole chapter, book called Numbers. The Bible gives us numbers for a reason. It tells us Christ died at age 33 for a reason. 33 is the number of transformation. Christ went from a physical form to a spiritual form in 3 days, rose again. 3 triangles, the strongest angles, one of the strongest angles we can have that's on the roof. Ice can be melted at 33 degrees Celsius. Transformation, a transformation for physical to liquid. And then you have the 144,000 mentioned in Revelation. Numbers, Jesus healed a girl at the age of 12 years of age, the woman with the issue of blood for 12 years. 12 is the number of government. He had 12 disciples, including himself. It's 13. I mean, it's numbers all over the Bible. The wall of Jericho told the people to march one time for 6 days. And then on the 7th day, they marched 7 times. 7 plus 6 is 13 for a total of 13 times. And then the walls of Jericho came crushing down. And then he told Noah that I would give you a rainbow. This is a sign, right? Transformation, the divine transition. 7, that I would never again destroy the earth in this way. Right? That means I've transitioned. He told us in Revelation, this time I'm coming back with fire. I won't do it with water, but I do it with fire. So numbers represent a whole lot in the Bible. Hello, Lonzo. Judith. Did I say hello, Judith? Yeah, I did. I think I did. Some of you all are just like family right now. You just been with me for so long. It's like if I don't see you on the live stream, I'm disappointed. I'm like, where? I know you by name by now, right? That's why I love for you all to come in and just come in. So it's good for 50x and making a new all-time high could take it into the dollar range with 30 billion. Yes, thank you, Midnight Decipher. You are a great decipher because they have less, the tokenomics is less than XRP. Can you look at what's the fixed circulating supply? If you don't mind helping me research tonight. You was born on the 13th. They've been telling us that 13 was a unlucky number, but that is so untrue. It is so untrue. So now we get to, it's not necessarily XDC. That's going to be more for trade, not to take anything away from XDC. So now we have XPR and XLM, right? XPR and XLM. Give me a second, y'all. I told you my internet speed was slow and it's pulling it up. So after I did the gematria, right, which token will be for the buying and the selling? Again, this is not taking anything away from either one of them, but let me give you drum roll. Let's do the drum roll. There we go. You all hit that thumbs up. I have come to the conclusion, and I'm going to back up more facts, because I always love to show receipts. Okay, I see you, Midnight Decipher. 1 billion in XRP. What's the circulating supply? What's the tokenomics on XPR? XPR. It's going to be XLM. Revelation 13 and 17, no man can buy or sell. I'm going to break it down even more. But stablecoins refers to a class of digital currencies that are relatively stable in terms of their price. Stablecoins offer instantaneous processing of security payments, as many cryptos do. They also offer stability with respect to their parity against fiat currency, Two digital currencies that fall into this category are RippleNet's native digital currency, Ripple quotations, XRP, and Stellar Networks native cryptocurrencies, and Stellar quotations, XLM. Both Ripple, brackets, both Ripple and Stellar enable faster and more efficient border payments relative to correspondent banking. However, they differ in the former aims of improving cross-border payment settlement between international banks, whereas latter aims at providing low-cost cross-border payment. Right now, with that being said, you all, again, we know that XRP is going to be the transactional technology token. On the news today, on not the news, not like television, right, or television, on X News, that's where you get everything first. Anyway, they made an announcement with MoneyGram, and look at the numbers, right? Look at these numbers that you're going to see. Okay, 30 billion in XPR supply, roughly at a third or 33% of already out in circulation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Compared to, and then we know with XRP, there's about 300 million released on a monthly basis. And then there's some more that's locked up in escrow. So thank you. Look at this. MoneyGram. We welcome how many? 11 wallets to the MoneyGram Assets Network this year, further bridging digital assets and local currencies. Look at this. No bank account required. No bank account required. Keeping an eye for more than 2025. Stellar Lumens for launching the Stellar Smart Contracts platform to connecting with our ecosystem. 2024 was one for the books. And then it says, take a look back at the years. Now, look at this closely. Look at Stellar's logo, right? The two lines. The two lines. We see that all the time in Professor Frink in The Simpsons. That's representation of the creator of Bitcoin, Frinkcoin, right? And so he always had the two slashes, two lines. So he was always connected with Stellar XLM. I've told you all that domestic banking market that Stellar is tapping into, the unbanked, no man can buy and sell. They're tapping into the unbanked. The exchange that XPR is on is Coinbase Wallet, right? Coinbase Wallet. And so I go back to my gematria calculator, and I never ever use numbers. For some reason, I just read the instructions today, or they stood out to me. And it says type in a word or number, for example, God, devil, 166 to calculate gematria values. So since I wanted to know which one was connected to the 666, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons that make up melanin, man, day 6, wild beast and man created. So that's day 6. 6 is the number of man. 6 is the number of the wild beast. That's why in sports, when people just go to another dimension of their performance, they call that beast mode, because humane were created the same day as the wild beast. Now we know other animals were created on other days, but humane in the beast mode. That's why I tell everybody got a little good and bad in them. I don't care if you're Mother Teresa, you got that beast in you. It's in you. We might not know how to ignite it, but everybody got it. The yin and the yang, the good and the bad, right? And so you can call it your alter ego or whatever you want to call it, right? That other personality that's built into humankind. So I decided to do 666 today, just to further my research. Never tried it. Never tried numbers. Only on this website tried names. Number of a man, Barack Obama. Yeah, I'm just telling you what it said. Says Elon Musk, Grimes, Prophet Muhammad, and look what's right here. Not that. even though I did see that prophecy. But look right there, you all. Stellar XLM. Stellar XLM. Also, you see peace symbol. Only one God. Hitler. Did you all know, for example, that Hitler was against central banking? Not sure if you all know that. Again, XLM Stellar again. It's the one. It's the one. No man can buy and sell. And it's 1 Kings 10:14. King Solomon accepted exactly 666 talents of gold yearly for his wisdom. The chosen one. The world's currency. XLM. Come on, y'all. And, I mean, my comments ought to be pumped right now. That's a. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you understand what I just showed you? Do you realize how big that is to know that when XLM is still 46 cents? The world reserve currency is XLM. Somebody say, yes. Thank you, Miss DK. Yes. Yes. Now I'm excited about all the X. But we know X marks the spot. We know which one. Domestic banking. Don't have to have a bank account where people are impoverished. That's why Akon, when he was on that interview with BitBoy Crypto, said, I'm selling all my Bitcoin for XLM. And he said, we're collaborating, doing some things with Bitcoin as well. But to help those unbanked people right now. Says no man's going to be able to buy or sell moving forward without it. Yes. 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 Curtis said, okay. Love it. Grab it up. You can have 5K. You can go have a garage sell your car, that third car, whatever. And you can get enough XLM, XPR. You realize and turn thousands. XDC, like XRP is at $2.70-something, right? And those three, XLM, XDC, XPR, distributed 2,500 in XPR, split the rest. Not financial advice. You can be the first millionaire in your family. I did connect the dots, and guess what? I got such positive energy on this live stream. That's why I had to protect my energy. I love it when positive people come in and help me teach this. I love it. Right? I love it. Now let's further. I told you I was going to decode the Simpsons for you. Miss Q, good night. Okay. Cosmos Vibes on 10. Thank you. Cosmos Vibe on 10. Thank you. This is the time. XLM will be big, but XH, X Stronghold, and Velo. I love Velo. Will handle, is that 8? Transaction payments and be bang for your buck. Now, we're going to go into the Simpsons, but I also told you all that you can see a lot of, and I'm going to show you XPR, XLM, and HDC on the Simpsons, right? Those three. But I told you all, Cedric the Entertainer is on this show called The Neighborhood. Him and Tashina Arnold. And they show a lot of XPR in that show, right? They show a lot of XPR in that show. Let me see if I can pull it up. Now you're looking at the Simpsons right now, and what you see is chain link in the background. And somebody asked me about meme coin. Also on the neighborhood, it's a lot of Dogecoin shown on there according to the dress code and color. And I also put up something with Shiba Inu as well. Sheeb is going to be big under my gematria. I do so much gematria, you all, to be honest. I but it came up to Sheba today, and Pepe is shown on the Simpsons. Pepe the frog, that meme, and you out, Department of Government Efficient. I mean, you all Doge can definitely. I not financial, not giving you financial advice in it. $1, $2 Doge, definitely. XLM link to Starlink. Wow, I feel you excited for this. I'm very excited. Right. Let's go over the neighborhood real quick. This is Cedric the Entertainer. Right. This is that show. This one is titled "You Have to Fight Smart," and just look right there. The infinite sign, the infinity sign. He said, Malcolm, hold up. You're going to see a lot of, this is Bitcoin to infinity. You're going to see a lot of purple. They real big. You're going to see a lot of these colors of those on this show. Okay. I promise you all a breakdown of the Simpsons, holding both. Yeah. So we're going to do this for like 5 minutes. You see the chain link attached to the BRICS. Chain links and BRICS Nation have already made the collaboration and connection. You all, let me see. These comments on this at 18,000 views. I just uploaded this 2 days ago. I made connected all of the videos. Man, your comments rock. It said Mr. Burns is Jacob Rothschild. That person was true. Does say XRP generational wealth. Homer put an anchor in his pocket, and I said, yep, that's anchor coin. Let's see. It's a lot of boxing in the comments as well. But a lot of comments that that in reference to this. So 18,000 views already in 2 days. As I see the double 88 for my subscribers, 38,000, 8K. So that's Chain Links and BRICS Nation on the BRICS wall. They've already collaborated. We know Chainlink is the oracle. This is going through Lisa writing about a school report about the most important or influential person in her life, and they're at a vegan restaurant, and both Marge and Homer are trying to convince her to write about them. But she chooses Professor Frank, which is Frank coin, and or Bitcoin, right? So we see the Chainlink and BRICS in the background. And then she decides to not write about Homer. He said, did I at least finish in the top 3? She said, we don't even want to go down. We don't want to have that conversation. He said, well, I'm not vegan anyway. Professor Hensler represents Gary Gensler with the violet on. That Rubik's Cube represents blockchain technology. She's interviewing him. I don't think this is Ripple Labs, only because in this, you see the purple right here. Frankcoin is never in collaboration with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is more connected to Mr. Burns or Jacob Rothschild, right? You see the Stellar Lumas. Bitcoin and Stellar have much of the same purpose of not being a banker's coin, but being like a people's coin, even though Bitcoin is institutionalized now. Okay. Let's see. Someone says the anchor, sis, is quantum resistance. You know what? They have an anchor wallet. It's digital. I don't really like it. It's, on your phone, but it is quantum resistant as well. Now, other people look at that and say anchor coin token. Other people say secure your assets, anchor your assets. Anchor, they do have a digital download wallet. I was looking for a cold wallet for them. I didn't find it. That's quantum resistant. I love it. Look at the purple, dominatory colors. Blue, that's more for XDC, ocean blue, HDC. The green, fiat currency, somewhat, I guess. But looking at the dominatory colors and the colors of her shirt is violet. That's Stellar Lumas right there. Print coin again, Bitcoin. And this is the Jim Parsons on the Big Bang Theory. This represents the shadow banking system. This represents the pyramid on the back of the US dollar, that pyramid. Jim Parsons, Big Bang Theory, that's something you all need to watch as well. He wears a Rubik's Cube t-shirt. Quite often, he and his friends are nerds that always mining Bitcoin, talk about Bitcoin they brought out in the Big Bang Theory before Bitcoin was Bitcoin, that they were mining it. And he asked his friend, would you accept this currency? He said, well, I don't have any currency. His friend operated a store. He said, well, I don't have any currency in my cash register. So yeah, I'll accept it. So you see the 2025 right here. Y'all give me a second. I have some food on. I need to cut off. So you're going to see 2025 um, quite often, running through here on this scene. So he's talking about this new cryptocurrency that keeps consensus, share consensus. You see the Masonic sign right here in the back, 33. I already broke down number 33 on the surfboard. You see the violet, the RFID chip, the name tag, identification, know your customer, KYC. This XPR, the lightning, America's colors, the red, white, and blue represents America. The green and gold, the gold standard, fiat currency, world reserve currency. The ocean waves in the background, Zenfin. See the security camera for high security as well. Zenfin, when swimmers go swimmers, they have fins, flippers on. Fish have fins. This is Jim Parsons explaining that you keep it on a ledger. Instant payment, more instant payment, not technology, is XPR, right? XPR, FedNow, credit unions. That's also retail investors as well. But the main difference between XPR and XLM is, again, XLM is for those in domestic banking that never had access to bank, those impoverished people, right? XRP is on the way to $3. If XPR matches that market cap, wow, it will actually go to 10. XRP, $3 times 100 billion, 300 billion. XPR, $10 times 30 billion, 300 billion. And I think with credit unions and FedNow, retail payments, retail people, it has that potential. But again, when it just gets to $1, I'm gonna be celebratory and celebrate. Thank you so much, Midnight Decipher. Thank you all. Thank you all for that, for your intellectual knowledge and property. Big Bang Theory residuals. Look how Jim Parsons is looking with the purple shadow. That's XPR and Bitcoin to infinity, as the Simpsons have predicted. 13 million right there. Residuals. Keep the book, an old antiquated way to read and research. Bitcoin is the dinosaur coin. And then they create more books on the ledger, more blockchain is added. So that's representation of Bitcoin. Again, Professor Frank there. The frog is Pepe. Again, blockchain technology, Stellar Luma in his eyes, Pepe the frog. The VCR represents Swift system that XRP, will collaborate with Frank Coin, aka Bitcoin, made him the richest in Springfield, a population of 32,000 people. This is Mr. Burns, Jacob Rothschild, aka Jacob's Rothschild assistant. And notice he have the XPR purple tie on. The television, Springfield's newest billionaire, Frank Coin, Bitcoin. He's upset that he is no longer the richest person in Springfield, right? The monopoly of wealth, where the top 3% in the world hold 97% of the wealth. You see the purple on his desk, right? Even the purple, dark purple chair. XPR as well. Now, the nuclear plant that he's in, this is Professor Frank. He's sad that he does not have a friend. And Lisa pans out to be his best friend, right? And he wanted people to have friendships for him, not because of his wealth. He became the richest billionaire in Springfield. Now, with this being said, Lisa has on the red, this is representation of Flare Network. We're going to see that all simultaneously. We see the Ethereum in the background, the red and the green. Ethereum, maybe do something this Christmas. Hopefully, we will see. Hello, my friend to the moon from Japan. Appreciate you as well. As always, thank you for tuning in. We see Atom. Do believe that is Cosmos. Atom there. And you always see the violet. We see on the back of Mo's. Maybe you're not, but he always have an X on the back of his suspenders as well. I always form an X. He's sitting on the boxes that represents Amazon crash. Look at all the purple windows, the violet, perp. Always on the Simpsons, right? Always. And you wait a minute, you all. I just saw it. I've never seen this. Give me a second. I never seen it. Lisa still has on the red for Flare. And look at that. The bird on the red. Is that Songbird? Wow. Look at that. Is that Songbird? And does this mean anything? This symbol. But is that Songbird on the red? I just saw it with the peace, like a peace flower. Flare. Could that be Songbird, you all? Let me know what you think. Okay, now they've convinced Homer to take Mose out to try to take Professor Frank out Bitcoin to attempt to make friends. We see the isotopes for ISO 20, two messaging system. Okay, radiation also means harmful, but also that looks like the Ripple logo. Mr. Burns, dark green, fiat currency, dollar system that's being devalued and dumped by BRICS. Then we see the X as well in the background, right? Fiat currency system. Mr. Jacob Rothschild, Mr. Burns has the name Burns because fiat currency on the 1988 Phoenix Economist shows cash burning. Now pay attention to this. He wants his own version of a Frank coin. That's him. Burns coin. Wants his own thing. He's meeting the cryptographers. You all, let me know if this sound is distorted.
This, Marty. I mean, I'm a sick man, sir. I'll get help.
Wayland, I think what you're doing comes out of anger. Does anyone have any thoughts about how Wayland
Okay, we saw the XRP logo on his temple, um, forehead. He's trying to create his coin. And Waylon is going to therapy now because Mr. Burns has just stressed him out so bad. He got RX prescription. It could be for XRP healthcare, right? This is Homer Simpson. He gets the pigeon. They graduated from a beer budget to now wine, eating purple grapes in the background. Someone says Flair will be big as well. Hugo's recent interview, he said he would add XRP, Bitcoin, and Litecoin to F assets. Thank you. Love it. Yes, to earn yield and take loans against the assets. Great, great, great breaking news. So they've graduated. That's why, sometimes you don't need finances, people. You need rich friends. Don't just hang around broke friends all the time. They eating lobster, purple grapes, wine. There's a Stella Luma in the eyeglasses, right? Everyday spending. Shout out. I think this is Lime Wire with the wire. Someone said this could possibly be Flair and XPR right here. We didn't give this hot air balloon a token, right? The purple and the blue. So you all help me out with that. They are in the clouds, right? Someone, I think they said also the carpet in there could be Flare assets as well. Home late Homer. That's the H for H bar included in this. Champagne again, graduated from beer budget to champagne. He always has Stella with him, right? Because he's spending every day. Spending. It's the world reserve currency in his eyeglasses. That's the RCNI, fiat currency, and Ripple XRP, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Filecoin. Filecoin is the internet of things, all data for human beings. Filecoin is gonna be big, right? Human data is kept on Filecoin. Now, to prove that not everybody that wear eyeglasses on the Simpsons have the Stella Luma slash. See, he doesn't. Professor Frink always. And neither does the other man that's wearing the eyeglasses. These are the other cryptographers. So he always going to show the Stella Lumas in his eyeglasses. Like always. This is the whiteboard configurations when you see the SHA-256. That's Bitcoin security. We talked about quantum resistant. The chains, they are linked to Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Filecoin chain to the whiteboard. Chain link. He's going to chain them in until they find a solution or find the solution to crash Bitcoin. Helicopter, Mr. Burns. Let me see can you all hear this? Tell me if the sound is distorted, right?
The neighborhood and thought we might have a drink. Billionaire to billionaire. Oh,
Okay, he said he was in a neighborhood, thought they may have a drink, billionaire to billionaire. This is Flair, champagne, F assets, also Flair finance is a parachute is connected to that as well.
love champagne that's been in space, don't you? Well, think about this, Professor. The curse of wealth is that you will never, ever again know if anyone truly likes you.
Oh my, could it be that they're really just leeches? I'm just so...
So he put self-doubt, and Mr. Professor Frink's head said the curse of being wealthy, you will never know if anyone likes you. Again, this is Amazon with the down arrow. It also predicted an Amazon crash coming. So I guess drones and AI would take over Amazon. This is the liberty and justice for all. In the background, he's trying to get someone in Springfield to, figure out that whiteboard configuration to crash Bitcoin, to crash its security, right? So Professor Frank is still on the verge of friends. He's telling Lisa, I'm going to buy regular tickets. We're not going to get Skybox tickets. Again, Ethereum in the background. Let's see if they'll pay for it. Now, they have the isotopes. You see Atom and ISO, Cosmos in the background. This attached to the flare ISO, right? Um, XPR and XLM, because XPR has the same logo as along with Stellar SLM. And again, the only difference is XPR is going to be retail investors for credit union and things like that. XLM is for the unbanked and domestic banking, which is a big market, a broader market, right? Notice Fink was comforted by me. Look, where are you from? Listen, listen at that. Listen. Oh, thank you for helping me teach this tonight. Metal blockchain. Where is that with him and Lisa? Yeah, after old Mr. Burns put down in his head, you never know who really like you. One of the curses of being wealthy. The helicopter where Kobe Bryant crashed in, right? Lisa always was there for him. Look at, yeah, metal blockchain. You are a godsend. Seattle, I'm flying to Seattle. We're going to meet in person. We are going to meet in person one day. So it says if you can prove, and the double arrow is if one side is true, then the equation must prove that the other side is equally as true as well, right? These sign means something, but I haven't did the gematria on them. So his friends didn't want to just have regular tickets, so they wasn't friends. They was just there, for the wealth. And speaking of that, you do have to be careful of sharing with your friends and family. They're gonna have so many sob stories, so many things going on. Why they can, why they need your money, and you're gonna feel, bad or maybe even obligated to give them some. I just noticed that on the back of the waiters vest as well. Someone said this look like Onyx. Token logo as well. Someone left that in the comments one day, and I looked at that closely. So he's eating by himself. Hey, that's how life go. We see the moon. Someone said, Lunar. I do still hold Lunar, but it's nighttime, so you have the lights. We talked about gas lighting. You see, we just talked about Bitcoin and its moon energy pumping on the wolf moon, pumping over $6,000 from the full moon. Yeah, that was a great catch. That was a great one. The moon is also women. Menstrual moon cycles, women cycles move with moon as well. I explained this. This is an infinity sign right here. Could definitely be ICP, but this is saying that it's not an and. It definitely looks like an 8. But since A&P went bankrupt, A&P was a large grocery store chain. They produced their own products, so they kept everything in house. Right, they monopolized, and they did not have other name brands, and they refused to change when name brands such as Kroger cheese and all this, not Kroger cheese, but Kraft cheese and all these other things start marketing. They kept everything in-house, and so they broke the antitrust laws as well, and they did not want to innovate, so they went bankrupt in 2015. That's our fiat currency. Don't want to, innovate. SEC is still not prolonging this. And thus, even though Trump is aiming to make America the crypto capital of the world and Bitcoin the super coin of the planet, right? Yeah, this is great. This is really good. I really enjoyed this live stream. For sure, can't wait. I always appreciate your hard work and perspective. Just like to add, and I love when you all add to my to me as well. That's what 111 all about. All for one and one for all, right? RSA is another security standard. I can't remember that, but that's another security standard. And if I'm not mistaken, QuantCoin has RSA. I know Bitcoin is SHA-256. I think Quant is on this as well. So we got the Ripple logo and QED. I don't have my notes in front of me. I did this so many times. But in essence, we see the lights. It's at night. This is like Matthew 25, 10 virgins, 5 foolish and 5 wise. They're in their PJs. This is going to happen overnight, right? This is going to happen. I mean, you're going to wake up. One day you're going to be a millionaire, multi-millionaire, just like, poof. Okay, there we see the sea captain with the anchor. Okay, Ken, you have anchor wallet. That's quantum resistance, but we also have anchor coin as well, right? The sea captain, and that's going on with that. So Professor Frank decided himself to, he didn't find friends, right? Top it off, right? He didn't find friends. Now we see Lisa's with the green, the green. That's Stellar Luma. That's XPR the violet. Android, robot system. Look, it says take off your cosmic borders in the back. Cosmos. I'm telling you, our Cosmos is gonna be big. So it doesn't really show in that episode, but Lisa, he gives her the ledger and give her the billions. He wants the people to have is peer-to-peer. Now, Professor Hensley and Larry Frink of BlackRock, Professor Frink, began to kiss. And if you watch the interview of Gensler, Professor Hensler here, but if you watch Gary Gensler's exit interview, he's talking about Bitcoin. And like people said, don't forget XPR Net. Don't forget XPR. That Gary Gensler was always in the bed with Bitcoin. He's talking about Bitcoin on his exit interview. It was on X today. So they're in bed together. Now this is showing the crashing of cash. We see Homer Simpson with the X on his back. But look what color that X is, right? More like violet. So XLM will be the world's currency. Look, 12-day cleaners, 12, 1 year, 12. Also the number of government, right? Just the dollar bill prank is what it says. The X on Homer's back in violet. There's the crushing of the dollar bill. St. Lucia, I did look that up. You see his cash is going to burn. That cash is going to burn. And then he says, I believe this is where my cash is. And St. Lucia by the dollar bill. I have to look up that gematria again. We'll look at that in a few minutes. Cash burning again. The Phoenix, listen, let me go back. Let me go back to this Phoenix. Cosmos, right here, the O in Cosmos, same symbol, right? The internet of blockchain, the chain link, the link of the chain around the neck. This is for Ryan Fucker, the founder of Ripple. This was back in the 1600s. They had the gold coin, the Ripple family, as well, and they later he had open, was it open coin or one coin? One of those names. I think it's, but Ripple then later took that name. So we have the 10, the number 10 of it. This zero out is also a mathematical formula showing that fiat currency will zero out, go to zero. The Great Reset. This 10 year, the number 10 above it represents 10 decades. So this economy was written in 1988 by the Rothschilds, right? And with this 666 is carbon on the element chart. Don't forget about carbon credit cryptos. Do you all love my laugh or what? Do you love that laugh? Don't forget about carbon cryptos. Do not forget about carbon crypto. So 1988 economists. So in 1997, the Russian currency crash. 10 years shows 10 decades. Then 2008, America had the housing market crash where banks were broke and still are insolvent. And then 2018, we have crypto, the largest crypto crash ever 10 years later with crypto in 2018. And then the next year we had C19, right? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm telling you. Kachinga. Okay, but you know that 589. I need to do 589 on this gematria calculator just to see since you brought that number up. But I was like, so why is the number 10 there in the spelling of 10? So of course I had to do the gematria on that, right? Because I know the number 10 represents 10 decades as cash fiat currency would continue to be canceled out and X out. But look right here, you all. Spelled out 10 is Frank. Oh, come on, y'all. I'm teaching and preaching better than y'all are clapping and shouting. And look what else. Excuse me. EOS, which is on the XPR network. And then I showed you Ethereum with the red and green, excuse me. I always have December. Frank coin, aka Bitcoin, right? Spelling of 10. Now I already know what 589 means, and that was a Photoshop of Bart Simpson, and it's a banking system. But let's look. Okay, it is connected to ISO XRP 589. Donald Trump. Who is Thomas Anderson? I gotta figure that out. A storm is coming though. You all, I've been telling you all this great reset. 589 is connected to you all. No, they didn't. December the 13th. You know what happened on December 13th of 2024? Ooh, this is getting gooder and gooder. You all, it's almost 10 o'clock. I said I was not going to stay on this live stream for 2 hours. You all sucker me in every time. Everybody, whether you are watching this live or on a replay, you better hit that thumbs up button because you all sucker me in every time. Do you all know what happened December the 13th with the RLUSD? Yes, no, maybe. Of last year, 2024. Let me show it to you since you brought up the 589. Let me show it to you. Preach, preacher, kachinga. We're going to do this, you all. This is an hour and 30 minutes, and I said I was not going to stay on here this long. It's okay. 13 million RLUSD ready to hit the market after Ripple's first fresh minting. 13, 12, and this was 13th of 2024. Exactly. Lie. Women lie. Numbers in gematria don't lie. Numbers in gematria don't lie. So whenever people tell me, no, you not in my opinion. Not in my opinion. Also, 589 equals guy, right? And then let's see. Let's do the gematria on 2018 at the bottom of the Phoenix. Then we're gonna log off, you all. We're gonna log off. Let's see what comes up with 2018. Because I already know the biggest crypto crash happened. Okay. And 2018 equals 11. We have wait a minute. I just saw. Oh, cryptocurrency exposed in 2018. That's what happened when it was red crypto in the biggest crash. That brought a lot of, even though it was negative, that brought a lot of publicity though, to crypto. So yeah, cryptocurrency exposed with the X in it. And then of course we have the Phoenix that's written on the side of that 10. And it's all about Game of Thrones. And let's see. Of course, Taylor Swift in the Swift system. I see her name, Taylor. End of time, final phase. That really means the final phase, that Phoenix. As far as the gematria go. That also mean the Vikings. Do you all think the Vikings gonna win the championship since we see this? The NFL? You all think this is gonna be the Vikings year? I just noticed that. Giovanni, lobster. You see a lot of lobster on the Simpsons. A lot of lobster. Do you all think the Vikings gonna win the championship since we saw that 2018? This year? So that's all in the Phoenix. That's showing right there. And I think my screen is blacked out. So it's time for me to end this live stream. I think my internet is tired at this point. The Phoenix and immortal bird that rise from the ashes as well. That's what's going to happen when the dollar crashes and collapse. And we see Homer, the XPR. This is 4 a.m. in my opinion. We see the purple lamp. This is all XPR because you see the shadow in the background. 4 a.m. That's the time a lot of billionaires and millionaires awake. You see Mr. Burns. We see that. See, you all see that? That season 31. That's XDC. These are XDC numbers in gematria. Wakes up again, Matthew 25, 10 virgins, 5 foolish, 5 wise. This is XDC numbers, 3113. Ripple, again, he's Mr. Burns is dancing, fiat currency. This April, we saw April, the handing of the ledger on a jet ski. Her name was April. You add all of these numbers up and they equal to 16. So definitely can be April 16th. He's dancing with Washington. He dumps Washington because Washington was for freeing the slaves. He felt it was economically viable. So he was like, oh, we wasn't on the same side of the war. He pushes him out the way. And then he begins to dance with President Nixon, who in 1971 dumped the dollar, right, off the gold standard and made the wealth wealthier in doing so because it's no longer backed by a commodity. So they had an unlimited printing press, and it further allowed the wealth and rich to accumulate real assets with a devaluing currency. So what happens if fiat currency collapses? It loses even more value and will inevitably collapse, along with the value of every asset that is denominated in USD. So I really did have some questions concerning LUSD because of that. He said the Vikings color is I said the Ravens. I think the Ravens represent Bitcoin. But what about Detroit? You know, Detroit has that ocean blue, which is Zenfin XDC. I'm telling you. Oh, somebody said the Vikings lost. Okay. I see that infinity, that 8. So it's not the Vikings. I just saw that in there. So the Vikings lost. I don't keep up with football. I think we're going to see the Ravens in Detroit. I do. Or can they even do the NFC and whatever the other side, AFC? Detroit would represent SDC though with that ocean blue color. If it's the Ravens, they're going to be Bitcoin, I think, or a combination of BR, Bitcoin, and XPR. So not the Vikings. Okay. So the Vikings was connected to 589. So they're out. And I think that's it. We've already watched. Oh, when he said about showing you the link, you don't need a link with a remote control and VCR. He's talking about chain link. The VCR is the Swift system, which Ripple's technology is going to collaborate with for cross-border transactions. And that's it. We're replaying. This is talking all about Bitcoin. I'm in your computer. Bitcoin keeps validate their nodes through computers. And I'm being closer to being cash of the future. Again, those fins back there, Zenfin, right? XDC equals this right here, Zenfin. Bamboo with the X, um, Japanese bamboo trees, Les Brown, XPR in the background. That those trees you water for 5 years and you see no growth, and then after 5 years you have that spurt. They grow about 90 feet. This is roadside coin, which is good as gold. Having money off the grid, you all. Having commodities. I've been telling you all, get your physical silver and gold. This is both XPR and represents nuclear mining. That's what Bitcoin does. And that's one of the problems with Bitcoin, that is saying that it cannot scale. Because even though in 2000, I believe, no, 2020, I believe, they went to fossil fuel mining to be more eco-friendly. But one thing that Quincy Jones said, that Bitcoin can't scale past of the global population, because it will cost more power to generate, and there is not enough power on the planet to run Bitcoin and its network. So if 10% of the population uses Bitcoin, it will cost 50%, and it does not have enough electrical structure, and then it wouldn't be financial beneficial to the miners who mine in Bitcoin at that point, because it's too expensive. So what he's saying is that it's going to take someone with the money that can afford the mining, and that's going to be Larry Fink, aka Professor Fink, and BlackRock, because Bitcoin is going to be so expensive, in the math, mathematical, the mining and the energy that it consumes. Now they can just switch to more, you know, uh, affordable type mining, but they, it is what it is. It's going to be very institutionalized. Larry Fink and BlackRock, I believe, definitely going to take that over, and the mining is going to be for them. Now, this is the home of Simpsons, Anchor Wallet, Quantum Resistance. Yeah, just seen that. The blue ribbon on their ledger is Stronghold logo. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is Homer Simpson, anchoring your assets, anchor crypto, whatever you want to call it. He has the big anchor. I think my internet is. I tell you, my internet is getting tired, so I know it's time to go. Even my internet is getting tired. But the last thing, Homer Simpson, my internet went out. Anchor coin, anchor your assets, anchor wallet. This is them playing casino poker chips on a yacht. So casino coins as well. Anchor coin. That if that's anchor coin is gonna be big, right? Metal blockchain. Thank you for Seattle for bringing it out. Casino chips. And that's it. My internet is getting tired at this point, you all. So it's time to log off. Thank you for tuning in, you all. If you're watching the replay, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And hey, I thoroughly enjoyed this live stream. Don't forget about Big X, the plug, XRP, the biggest, the baddest. Watch the neighborhood. Someone say, hey, Smoke the Gang. I'm glad you tuned in. You too, now let me know for the third time. try unsubscribing and subscribe again, and then make sure that that bell notification next to your subscribe button is on. And I'm gonna YouTube, listen out here in YouTube world, stop tripping on Smoke the Bee, Smoke the Game B. Right, you're so welcome. I thoroughly enjoyed this live stream, and you know you are with XPR, that royal oil that they have is zero gas fees. Now, I didn't show you all the motorcycle episode with the currency switching, but I've taught that numerous amount of time where the motorcycles are on the ramp, the XPR and the XDC ramp, the ocean blue in the middle for XDC, and they changed the currency with Jim Parsons, which represent Bitcoin, and it flies over the BRICS trucks, aka BRICS Nation as well. But those trucks represent the commodity of gold, silver, gold, water, tokenization of real world assets, and copper. I've been telling you, our copper is a global shortage, and silver, there's is the most undervalued asset in the world. So go millimoves.com, get your silver, get your copper. Copper is like $3 an ounce, you all. And we know XDC is connected to copper, and copper for health purposes as well. Silver is both monetary and industrial use. Right? I tell you all the time, JFK, Executive Order 11110, signed into office to return the silver standard. And there's a short squeeze on silver right now. Silver is supposed to be priced at gold. It's just a short squeeze. Any amount of time it can happen. Matthew 25, overnight. Right? Overnight. And so I thoroughly enjoyed this live stream. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. You all have a great rest of your night. Thank you for investing in yourself. You know how many people will not stay on to watch a 2-hour live stream, but they'll watch Netflix. They'll watch a football game. They'll watch an NBA game. Entertainment, 2 hours they would do. Education, financial education, most won't. That's why you're going to be, as Aaliyah would say, 1 in a million. 1 in a million. It takes things like this to be in the top 3%. You got to take your health and your wealth serious. You got to take your health and your wealth serious. Logging off. Much love. Much love. 1 in a million. Peace. Queen out.